լավագույն պաղպաղակ, բնական, համեղ եւ մատչելի գներով պաղպաղակը կարող եք ձեռք բերել բոլոր հայկական խանութներում։ Պահանջեք հայկական պաղպաղակ, Թամարա պաղպաղակ։
Hello to everyone. This is Viewpoint on Noyan Tapan TV, and I am Benyamin Poghosyan. Today we will discuss the recent developments in Nagorno Karabakh Republic, mostly the political changes. President HyeID Hai a few days ago stated that he is going to resign, and then on September 1st he sent his resignation letter to the Nagorno Karabakh Republic Parliament. According to the constitution, within a week, Nagorno Karabakh Republic Parliament will elect a new president. The discussions about potential resignation of Nagorno Karabakh Republic's president were ongoing probably since November 2020, when Second Karabakh War ended. HyeID Hai itself stated many times that he understood that he was among the people who were responsible for the defeat in 2020 war, and when the time will be ripe, he is going to resign. However, then this discussion somehow went down, but again surfaced in recent months when blockade imposed by Azerbaijan on Nagorno Karabakh Republic triggered an acute humanitarian crisis. And the discussions culminated probably in early August, when former State Minister Ruben Vartanyan publicly accused of HyeID Hai of not implementing its promises, changing its mind almost every day, and thus creating confusion in the Nagorno Karabakh Republic. At the end of the day, the key message towards the president was that in the current situation, when Nagorno Karabakh Republic is on the brink of collapse, and hunger is not like a virtual reality, but hunger is almost a reality, and Azerbaijan put even stricter blockade since mid-June, simply banning any supplies of any cargo to Nagorno Karabakh Republic, the president should do something. So the main demand towards HyeID Hai was that, okay, you are the president and you should take actions. Unfortunately, probably for objective and subjective reasons, Mr. Hai was not able to take any decisive step. He was trying somehow to extend the time, maybe hoping that through the pressure by international community, European Union, individual countries like France, or UN Security Council, which discussed the matter on August 16, probably Azerbaijan would be forced to end the blockade. But this did not happen, and at the end of August it became clear that if nothing changes, then potentially Nagorno Karabakh has only two options. Option number one, accept that it's going to be part of Azerbaijan without any autonomy, and then say to its people, okay, who wants to take Azerbaijani passports and live under Azerbaijani jurisdiction, okay, can stay. Who does not want to do this, he can leave. Option number one. And option number two, that the collective decision would be made that, okay, all are going to leave Nagorno Karabakh Republic. Because it was clear that maybe September, October, November, somehow situation can be sustainable. Okay, some people may start to die from hunger, but maybe not in a large scales. But in early December, when also cold will hit, and let's not forget that since January there is no electricity and gas supplies to Nagorno Karabakh from Armenia, there is no gas, no fuel in Nagorno Karabakh Republic. Yes, there are a few hydropower plants inside Nagorno Karabakh which are able to provide some hours of electricity to the population. But it's clear that when cold will hit, and because there is no heating, people will try to use electricity for heating, and this will bring Nagorno Karabakh Republic to the complete collapse. So what's going to happen now? Of course, now Nagorno Karabakh Republic has very little room for maneuvering, and it's really very challenging to assess what the new president, but regardless of his person, what the new president can do. But however, one thing is clear. If nothing is going to be changed, then definitely it will be very clear collapse of Nagorno Karabakh Republic by the end of 2023. After these changes, maybe there is a hope, maybe a little hope that something can be done. Another interesting aspect of this is the fact that most probably the new president will be less dependent on Armenia's government than Mr. Harutunian was. Of course, financial support still will come from Armenia, but definitely it's very difficult to imagine that the Republic of Armenia will simply say, okay, I'm cutting financial support to Nagorno Karabakh Republic because president's surname is not Harutunian. In any case, the new president, as I mentioned, probably would be less dependent on Republic of Armenia's authorities, and discussing this is good or bad, we should understand that currently there is a clear task. First, to do everything, then Armenians can live in Nagorno Karabakh. They are not going to die from hunger, they are not going to be killed, and they should live there, and simultaneously to do everything not to fully reintegrate Nagorno Karabakh into Azerbaijan, because we all understand that under current circumstances and within current Azerbaijani state, reintegration of Nagorno Karabakh into Azerbaijan means that few Armenians will remain there, and after 10 or maximum 15 years, somewhere by the 2040, Nagorno Karabakh will become next Nakhichevan without any Armenians. So in current circumstances, the new president should do everything first to stop hunger, which means that at the end of the day some compromise should be reached to use different supply routes. And September 1st statement by Charles Michel, or by Charles Michel's spokesperson, president of the European Council, also indicated that the European Union now is in active discussions in the last 1.5 months, since mid-July, regarding the sequencing of opening of different supply routes to Nagorno Karabakh, via Lachin and via other routes, via Agdam, or probably via other routes. So probably some compromise will be reached to open up different supply routes, but key here again, first, to ensure that Nagorno Karabakh Armenians are able to live in Nagorno Karabakh and they are not going to die from hunger, or they are not forced to leave Nagorno Karabakh because there is nothing to eat. It's very simple. And second, that the current status quo, I mean the new status quo emerged after November 2020, which somehow keeps the status of Nagorno Karabakh in limbo, should be sustained as far as there is no changes in Azerbaijani politics, and in Azerbaijani state, and in Azerbaijani society. Because if Azerbaijan wants, and if everyone wants, that Karabakh should be part of Azerbaijan, but simultaneously no one, apparently, at least publicly, is interested in ethnic cleansing, then all understand that as far as there is no significant changes in Azerbaijani state and Azerbaijani society, this model, Nagorno Karabakh within Azerbaijan, without any status, without any territorial administrative unit, simply Armenians having Azerbaijani passports, this is not going to work. This will be another, maybe a softer way to have Nagorno Karabakh without Armenians. So let's hope that the political changes in Nagorno Karabakh will bring some result. Again, as I mentioned, if no changes, Nagorno Karabakh will be collapsed very soon, by the end of 2023. Now, maybe there are some chances. This is all for today, and we will meet soon.